Everybody, welcome. Hope you're having a glorious evening. All right. Sorry, that took a couple minutes longer than I thought to get started there. But we in it, we going. I think Jason said he'll get some games with us here in just a little bit. When is this event over, anyways? This most recent event. I'm not really sure. I can barely keep up with those things. Jinx would have been a pretty good ban too. Heckram's also decent. But what's up, Butter? What's up, Scott? What's up, Tiny? Scott says he's having a glorious day. Great. Spent a lot of money yesterday. Well, that could be good or bad, depending on the situation, I suppose. Huh, Master Yi. Well, he's been on that Rakan train. We're going to see if we can make the whole screen blue today. I think we've won 9 in a row. Probably just jinxed ourselves, but we'll see. Not a big fan of Caitlyn. Especially on an AFK, or not AFK, but like auto-filled ADC. Just because you have to apply so much pressure, and Jinx is just going to win by default. Unless you do something special in that matchup. Galio's really obnoxious too. He's going to be difficult to dive. We're probably going to be poked and pressured early. This guy just does not play on that account. 25% Victor. Hasn't played a ranked game in 30 days on that account. I mean, I'm assuming it's an alt, but this guy's 50% on Poppy. So the only thing that's even remotely looking decent is Kha'Zix. I think it's probably a 3-point dodge. They have so many carries. Then it's like, who carries this game? Victor? I mean, like Kha'Zix if he gets super fed, but I don't like it. Okay. No big deal, we just hop on the other account. Let's see if we can get to a positive win rate on my main account. My alt account's actually a higher elo right now. And has a really good win rate. We've been winning a lot on our on this account too, though. We've had a good week. I did do a breakdown, a patch preview of the upcoming buffs and nerfs for the next patch, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Released that earlier today. Need to put that on Nightbot, I guess. Oh. Hold on. Jason's on. Let me get Jason in here. What's up, Lucas? Yo, what up?
Up.
Alright, let's diff and miff these kids.
Wait. How you doing?
Doing well, man. Just ready to crank some rank.
Rankin? The Rankin.
That's right.
Dude, I am so sore. I worked out today. And like it's not even a day, it's like hours. I'd say It was probably like when I worked out. It was like 2 or 3. Dude, my legs hurt so bad right now. Like the soreness is already kicking in.
At work, you're just like sitting in a chair, just like pointing around at people. Hey, go do that.
Yeah, for real though. Dude, I felt really old the other night because like I was walking down my stairs and don't get me wrong, I work, but I really don't do anything physical.
Yeah.
I felt something pop in my knee. What's going on? Like just walking down the stairs, my knee pops. You know, I just noticed my mic was probably cutting out when I was trying to talk to you.
It did a little bit there, but I got the gist that
Yeah.
your knees kind of popping.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's all right.
Well, no, it just kind of popped when when I got down to the bottom of the stairs. I was like, "What the hell?" Bothered me for a little bit. I was just like,
Yeah, just random, just old people stuff. It'll get you sometimes.
"Yeah." I was like, "Dude, I'm getting old."
That's right. The unfortunate news is I don't think it gets much better, but.
No.
What? Somehow my apps got rearranged. Like a couple of my apps got moved on my phone. And I'll just look at it now. I'm wondering if like Rory has figured out how to move apps around, or if my wife moved it around from earlier. What is this? Okay. Maybe it was my wife. I don't know. Wouldn't put it past Rory. She's getting smart.
Oh, dude, I bet
She likes to run off with my phone.
she's about to be challenger here next week.
That's right. She better be. And she's taken an interest. She's like, let's do some laundry. And she was going around picking up laundry, and she can like put it in the washer, and to tell her,
Nice.
hey, you gotta have an adult help you out with the, starting it. But she likes to start the laundry. I'm like, this is perfect. We got to get her really loving doing laundry and cooking and yard work and just anything else around the house that I don't want to do.
Hell yeah, dude.
We get her doing that.
I'm taking tips right now.
That's right. Oh, you want some spending money? You want an allowance? All right. Here's the deal. All the laundry's going to be done. You're going to have
Mow the grass.
mow the grass, good dinner cooked. For my guess there. Yeah. Just as much as I can get out of her for it.
Dude, I was watching your patch notes. Is Hecarim getting in? Is he just like gutted?
I think he's done so, yeah. Next patch. Well, I mean, we'll see, but it looks really bad.
When's that patch going to affect?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Damn it. Punished again. I just need to start banning Jinx. She's just so dangerous. Like, you can deal with her, obviously. You can dive her, you can kill her, but she's just such a threat. If they do get a good front line, and if our team doesn't pick enough dive, like, she can just run away with the game by herself.
Hi, big kitty.
I didn't realize right now she has a bug, quote unquote, also that they're fixing next patch where her rockets crit for 25% more damage than they should. So it's like they crit for 200% instead of 175, so it's almost like she has a free Infinity Edge passive.
So that's why she takes dragons like crazy.
Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah, I mean, she's already, like, just on paper without that glitch, she's already pretty strong. But yeah,
She's so strong.
That's why she's been over the top. So that's a pretty big nerf coming to her too. Which is good. You know, Samira hasn't been as worthless as I thought she was going to be after the recent nerfs. She still seems like she can be okay in games. Okay, so Senna, Jinx. Fortunately, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna watch it. Gotta get that viewership up, dude. That's why
I know.
That's what I'm here for.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the penalty box so I can be more consistent. It's a feature, not a bug. It's like mages with boosting. I still think that's a little iffy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the whole boosting thing in WoW, but I understand why people do it. Especially a lot of people that come through that have, leveled up a billion times, and it can take a long time to level.
Dude, it's amazing the stuff that they can do like now that they didn't even think about like 15 years ago. Yeah. I mean, obviously the game's been out, people have time to break it, so.
Yeah, with the the Mara boost. Yeah, the 350 ZG.
Dude, the Mara boosts are the craziest things, because that can get you could start at like 35 and end at 52.
Yeah. I mean, it's really fast. So I understand that's a thing, but I mean, also, people are just like, oh, they're offering a 58 boost. I'm like, you can already, if you want to spend $60, you could probably spend a lot less than that and get to 58 off of just, buying gold and Mara boosting or whatever. Something. There's like every little bracket there is something you can do where somebody's offering a boost. Yeah. Especially ally side, you can, boost stocks, then boost Mara, then boost ZG, and that'll just about get you there.
I bet mages are just loaded.
They probably are.
Yeah, like the high-end mages, just so much gold.
And apparently there's going to be a decent amount of that in TBC also. I mean, the leveling boost won't be as relevant, but yeah, they're nerfing or they're adding like a spell cap where it like limits their damage somewhat, but people are saying in like Underbog you can still get like these really big pulls and get, I don't remember what the number was, 200,000 XP an hour or something like that, plus all the grades.
Where's that at?
That's in Underbog.
Okay. In
TBC, there are videos on it on YouTube. Yeah, paladins can do it too, but there's a chance I might make like an alt mage. I want to do something with my boost, but I'm not sure what I want to do. It would be nice to have something that could farm. Because I can probably get like some decent gold as priest, but having more would obviously be nice.
World's gonna burn.
Just less time, less grinding for mana pots and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I didn't realize dark runes right now are going, they're like 12 gold or something each, which is nuts. It's basically like it's basically a bootleg extra potion that you can use that's on the cooldown with Hellstones and not with potions. So basically you use it, it's on like a 2 or 3 minute cooldown or something, and it gives you 900. It gives you about 1,000 mana at the cost of 1,000 health.
Huh.
So it's very common for healers, especially priests, to use that as like a supplemental pot, especially on progression, like when you're doing really hard raids. But at those prices, that's rough. But I found a place where I can. So there are dark runes, which you can sell in the auction house, and there are these demonic runes, which are basically the same thing, but you can't sell them. But I've farmed up, and I think I've got like 70 of them or something right now. I can't sell them on the auction house, but they'll still be good in TBC for that reason. But yeah, it's nutty that people are willing to pay. I mean, that's basically you're paying that for like a worse mana potion. But people will do it because it's not on the same cooldown, so.
Kha'Zix is coming bot. Careful.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't know if Victor's TPing down. Oh no, he's TPing the lane. Okay.
change. Kha'Zix is still here. You question marking me, dude? He's like, go, go, go. And I go in, and he's like, why'd you go? Oh my god, we have no CS. This person has 14 CS, what?
Just looked, I was like, good lord. Why is it always us?
I don't know, man. I actually had been winning quite a bit in a row, but yeah, I thought about doing nice.
Right now.
Hell yeah.
Turning around.
All right, can you please hit this one? Okay, thank you.
Honestly, I think all of them have been with you.
Oh yeah. Man, the Kha'Zix is still here.
Good, let him waste time.
Yeah.
How's the priest? What level are we?
56.
Oh yeah, dude, you're doing damn well.
Yeah, I crank this priest bill. Right now I've been doing about 35,000 an hour or something, just solo experience. It's not bad.
Yeah. You're definitely cranking for sure.
What about doing a druid as my secondary role as well? But we have so many druids in the guild already. I don't know if I can do that.
Right.
I mean, not that I would probably even use it for raiding, but mage would be fun for farming in PvP, maybe.
Dude, the boost is just the money.
Boost a priest or boost a mage, and then use the mage to boost all of the shamans that people are making. That's some 5-head next level. Because they can't boost, so I boost them.
There you go. You'll have your epic flyer in like no time.
I only believe in myself.
Alright. Nice, good job, Dylan. Oh, I went in when she was snared by Senna. Okay, that might be a good point.
This Victor just alted the wave.
I completely lost my sense of home.
Like it.
The light inside died along.
He really wants it back, I guess.
Very good looking so-
Yeah, okay.
I got 30 more CS than Inksta or Samira.
Hell yeah.
I do like Starguard can say the same.
I'm not there. You guys get an opportunity down there. You don't gotta worry about Victor TPing here. I used
Okay.
it.
Okay.
TP the lane.
I cannot believe he had time to get out of that. Or she did. She had like a microsecond. Hey, what's up, Sammy? We could also do a paladin. I mean, paladins I think require more gear to do their boosting stuff, and they're just not as strong in PvP. And we have a lot of paladins too, so. I mean, hell, if we don't end up raiding with a mage, I guess I could just have a mage parked outside the raid and just hand out food to everybody. And like, make a portal at the end of the raid. And then just don't raid with it. That'd be hilarious. Just a vending machine alt. Just throw arcane intellect on everybody. Dispense the food. Log out, log back in with the priest. Because they don't do that much like in the raid itself that's... There are a couple of fights where you need one, but... widely just considered worse warlocks. Although, if you put... If they have the arcane, the tier 2, or the tier 5 2-piece, and you just really pimp them out... Jinx flash too, that's good. Do we want to dive? Okay, Kha'Zix is top, yeah. Yeah, we just double killed him bot. Guys, everyone's not sitting on my lane. What are you doing? Alright, nice.
Most good guys are just kidding
No,
themselves.
just no. Samira, we don't need to send 3 people after Jax. Or 5 people after Jax.
My God, just go kill him.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
What? Okay. Jax is afraid he's gonna get killed.
I don't think Garen's afraid.
Yeah, Garen is, I mean. So by default, you can just upgrade a TBC for free, Sammy. There is a cost if you want to keep your character on. You could basically copy it and keep it in Classic and TBC if you want to. That's a paid service, but if you just want to move it over to TBC, you can do that. When you move it over, you can still play all of the Classic stuff. Like, you can still level up, you can still make alts and all that stuff. It's just TBC is going to be available. The max cap's going to be level 70, all that stuff. So the only reason you would keep it in Classic is if you just... hello, Samira? Hi. Oh my god. Wait, why is he TPing? Yeah, we can't force it, dude. I don't have ult.
Oh God. Victor should die here. I don't have ult, but... Alright, well, I'm not gonna get ulted by him.
This is so clowny.
Yeah, just kill him. Kill Jax. I'm following you. I'm following.
Nice.
Dude, we were killing Jax.
Just randomly went back in the jungle. Alright.
Oh, I see.
I can't get him.
Damn, I'm about to get anti-healing up there right now.
Gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily
I
affirmation.
don't have any mana for that. And the move just backed anyways.
Life is way more fun when you give up the rules.
Yeah, Tarek's rough right now.
But it is less complicated.
Kill Jinx. She gets pushed so far.
Yeah, we kill Jinx. I should be able to. God, that's
I
slow
can
though.
get to her. Damn, maybe not.
That's slow off of Senna. A little rough. Okay, Kha'Zix there. Yeah.
Safety is boring, Riku. Let's start again.
Shit.
Safe is for nerds. I do danger. If you forget my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness. Prince of Evil, the Emperor.
What's up, Nuru?
Hotness. I only believe in myself. And Saya.
Yeah, hey, if you want to submit that replay,
Riku,
sure.
let's destroy everything they hold dear, and then
The one where you did really well.
Oh, I did not drift through that.
They might be coming up.
I do what I want. No Starguard.
Oh, I missed. Nice job.
Really?
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
Damn. He got away.
I am bad because I'm free, and I am free because I'm bad. My cloak is woven from the whispers of starfields, the secrets.
I mean, if I were to run at Jax just a little bit faster, I think I would have had him. Or, Kha'Zix. Or maybe I could have just charmed the Jax and then W'd the Kha'Zix. That would have been greedy, but maybe that was a correct play.
Team. We should rift.
Yeah. I don't think, I don't think we're not going to be able to get
Kha'Zix is
that.
probably gonna kill me.
We're looking for him.
I just need it back. before I
Okay,
die.
that's fine.
Basement.
She just dead. Wait, is dead. This is me being shocked. Nah. Yeah, those have been some pretty long Amumu queues.
I dance to the beat called darkness.
I don't think we'll be able to get that with Samir dead. Well, Victor's top. He has TP, but Jinx is top too.
Yeah, I'm rotating.
Maybe. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, kill Jax.
Oh my god.
Oh, that might kill me.
The fucking blast plant of destiny.
Boundaries, baby. Oh no.
I have like no HP. Yeah, Moo didn't smite. Maybe it was on cooldown or something. I don't know. I have no HP though. I can't stay for that.
An ally has been slain. Dominating.
Of course. ADC's like, I'm feeding. Please surrender.
Get ult.
No, 15 seconds.
We kill them. I'm coming. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, maybe they're like here and they'll try to get me. No.
Get back. Oh, I hope we get scuttle.
Okay. He might come through here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
I was trying to jump to you to get away and you went in to kill him. It's a comedy of errors there, but we got him. I'll take it.
Hey, we got them all here.
Yeah.
We should Baron after we get mid.
Yeah, I should have just flashed.
Oh god.
Guess Ryan Jax is strong if I'm not there.
But you can't wear it like a sweeper. Stars are just sad, lonely light bulbs floating in space.
Yeah, they should not have nerfed Timer. I mean, I wasn't malding, but I wasn't happy about it. Even though I don't play him, it's just why? Like nobody plays that champion, and he's like a cool, unique champ that requires skill to play. Like you should want something like that in the meta. Kozik's gonna be like right there.
I get back. I've got 3,000 gold. Oh my god, we're not backing. Alright, I'm coming.
Okay.
I did it.
What? Oh my god, that Jinx thing. Yeah, my W still had like 2 seconds on it.
God, that was a huge shutdown for Jinx, unfortunately.
Garen? This might be Baron. Garen has no clue what's going on.
Oh?
Awesome.
I might be able to stop. They're really low.
Your turret has been
This place
destroyed.
will look different when we're in charge, Riku.
Yeah, they're not using Jinx. Yeah, they're not doing it. Okay.
As far as the eye can see.
You think Warden Mail's OP? I don't know. My first instinct is probably not. I mean, honestly, I can't even remember. Because, like, nobody builds Warden's Mail items, so... I mean, I guess it's possible.
Oh god. He's in a bad spot there.
Yeah. I mean, Jax is obviously sitting in that bush. I pinged it. It was, I mean, it's in plain sight.
It's daily affirmation.
Samira just walks up with no plan to fight him.
Whoa! Danger brings out my bad side. Just kidding. All my sides are equally breathtaking.
Is this Frozen Heart? Nah. You really shouldn't get Frozen Heart on Rakan because you shouldn't be staying in there long enough to get a lot of value out of it. I mean, it's like, it's okay, but I think just going Zeke's is better. I know, like I was sitting there, I had every bush warded except for that one in the area, and we saw him walk in there because he just chased me. Like, he literally just chased me and then walked into that bush. And Samira just walks up and allows herself to get flanked. I was walking over to ward that bush too, but Samira's having a hard time cutting through these tanks. I don't know what she's doing, but it just feels like she's just not getting to her ult fast enough, or as fast as she should. The fuck? Alright, I'm just banning Jinx. What I think about Abyssal on Rakan, I probably wouldn't do it most of the time. Like, it's an okay idea. You do get magic resist, and it does give some extra damage to your team. It's just... usually there are better options. Yeah, he does have a lot of healing. Jax does, when he gets his Conquer up, especially. So it's like, okay, I mean, there are a lot of items that, like, look like they'd be good against Rakan on paper. The problem is you're just, you know, competing with a lot of other items that are also very good on Rakan. So I feel like most of the time I'd rather just get something. I mean, Abyssal does, like, buff your team up a little bit, but if they have a lot of magic damage, you know.
You should just die. Oh, everyone just got caught right into Victor.
Frontline Samira. I like how Amumu waits to use his ult when I have Kha'Zix chain CC'd until he's already jumped away. He's like, it's not fair to chain CC on him. We got to give him a chance to respond. Good guy, Amumu. That was rough. They didn't even have a ton of armor, I don't think. I think it was just, let me hop on the other account. It is still a really good item, but Jax just... I mean, I guess he does get a lot of free stats off of his ult, so he is going to get a ton of free armor. I feel like you don't do that a lot on Samira, though. I don't know. She needed something, though. She did have the grievous wounds. I feel like something like maybe Bloodthirster. I feel like Shield Bow Bloodthirster just to keep her alive. You ready to roll? Alright, there we go.
Yeah, I popped off that game too.
I know. Our Samira was just... I don't know. This everybody was just failing. We just did not have the power to carry that Samira. And then Jinx is just too strong at the end. I need to just ban Jinx. Because Jax was just soaking up so many resources just to try to deal with him. And then Jinx is just like free firing on the back line, so we didn't have any dive. I mean, we did. We had a Mumu, but he like wasn't. There were some games where we were doing well, but it was just like the Jax was severely underperforming, and so was the Samira, and we just couldn't carry it. Like, our big chance was when we should have gone to Baron after like the 4 kills middle, and then instead we tried to get the tier 1 and Garen dove or something. I didn't see exactly what happened, but...
Well, they end up dying.
Yeah.
The Garen ended up dying, and...
Garen ended up getting killed. You brought more power? Did you recruit somebody else to the guild or something? Or were you just saying you buy a powerful item or something? I don't know. What is the Wardstone item that nobody ever buys? It's bad. Basically, the start of the item is 1100 gold, and it allows you... It has 3 different stages. Each one costs more and more and more, but it allows you to place... I think the first tier allows you to place an extra control ward. It's basically like a an extra like pouch that you can fill with control wards in your inventory. So if you're gonna have control wards anyways, which you should, the thought process is, well, now you can get some stats out of that because I think it gives ability haste. I don't know if it gives any other stats other than ability haste, but it basically lets you place 1 extra control ward on the map, and I think 1 extra normal ward on the map. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yes. More power would have been good. Oh, it gives some movement speed too. So, I mean, it gives some nice stats, but in order for it to, like, be worth to pay for itself, you have to place so many extra control wards. If it gave you control wards on the house, like the normal warding item does, whenever you go back you got like 3 control wards, that would be worth, because then it would pay for itself in like 5 or 10 minutes. You probably still wouldn't even get it all the time, but like right now it's basically just if you want to keep your control item slot, but you're just like mega rich and you have nothing to do for your 6th item, then you can get it. So you might get it 1 out of every 50 games or something. Ew, Swain. Let me see. Might be a Staff of Flowing Water game. I mean, like, having AP, having AP, an AP bottom is not as bad as it used to be because Zeke's works with AP, Staff of Flowing Water works with AP, Shirelia's works with AP, so... Pretty much all AD. Warwick has some stuff, but... Okay, or that. Oh, wait a second.
Arena.
Or dodge. It's in theory it is OP that it lets you place another control ward. The problem is the price is just too high at 1100. Like Vision is obviously really good, but you just it takes forever to get value out of it. Even pros don't get that item, and that is obviously the place where Vision matters the most. So it's one of those things where it's like, on paper it sounds really good, but they just played it so safe with the cost. They just made it to where you could never buy it. Thoughts on a ban phase greater than 10 champs? They're not going to do it. I don't really think you'd get a lot of value out of banning more than 10. What they should do instead, which I was talking about yesterday on stream, and I'm going to make a... and what's up, Afro, by the way? I'm going to make a video about this probably tomorrow. Their behavioral team is talking about making adjustments to dodging and all this stuff. Like, what they should do, which would kind of get at the heart of what you're probably asking for and what a lot of people who advocate for the 10 ban want, is just more efficient bans. Like, bans that actually matter more, to where you don't have to ban champs that are just, like, generally OP. Because most people waste probably half the bans in the ban phase. They ban stuff the other team doesn't even play. What's the solution? Show the enemy nameplates, just like you do in Clash. Then you would know what might actually be a useful ban, because you may just not have to ban Yasuo every game if you hate Yasuo, if no one on the enemy team plays it. Well, so that's what I think, number one. That would also help a lot with matchmaking, because then if someone gets placed against a one trick or something, if someone's like auto-filled top against this Riven that's got 2,000 games on Riven, you can now ban out the Riven to help that person. Or even if it's not a one trick, someone can say, I'm auto-filled, can you guys help me out with bans? Then they can help. So that helps like balance out the worst case scenarios. It would be kind of bad for one tricks to do that, and I don't think they're going to do it.
I guess I'll just have to play Yas.
That's right. But I think that's the overall solution that would fix a lot of things, including what you're talking about. But the reason they won't do more than that, I don't think, is they want people to be able to get into games at a reasonable pace, because League is already one of the slower, really popular games to get into a game. If you think, okay, you got to go through Champion Select right now, it already takes 5 to 10 minutes, if everything goes well, for you to wait on your queue timer, get through the bans, get through the picks, get through the loading screen. It's like 10 minutes. There are a lot of games where, like, the game's almost over in 10 minutes, you know? I mean, hell, if you play Fortnite or something, your game might be over in 2 minutes. Might be over in 30 seconds. I don't know. I mean, they could do the phased bans. I'm not sure there's a lot of value in that in solo queue, because you don't know what the enemy plays, again. So you're just guessing at bans anyways. I mean, you can kind of like ban around their composition. You can say, oh, okay, they're going for this comp and that comp. But honestly, how many people in solo queue, especially at like Platinum and lower, are really paying attention that closely to composition and saying, huh, you know what? I think we should ban this because I think they're going for this type of composition. It's like, nobody does that. People just are vibing, listen to music, and they just play whatever champion they want to play, and that's it. And hope the game goes well, and if it doesn't, complain about your teammates.
Spot on.
So yeah, I just don't think there's enough strategic value in doing it like you do in Pro, especially if you don't know the enemy team. They do it in Clash. I think they do it like that. Wait, you do all the bans you have the 2-phase bans in Clash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do it in Clash like that because you know who the enemy team is. I just don't think there's a lot of value in doing it that way. It would just take a lot of extra time, and how much like higher quality would the games be to do it that way? The reason they switched it to this way was to give people more feel like they have more agency in the banning process instead of just the top person picks all the bans like they used to do back in like season 6 and below. I mean, you aren't doubling up on the bans, which is nice, but it takes too much. I feel like it would add an additional like 3 minutes to the time, and they really don't want to do that. I mean, more things would get banned, like, that's true. I guess I gotta respect the Vel'Koz poke. So, I mean... Oh, it's all good, Afro. Yeah, I feel you on that. I worked in a restaurant for a long time. I had to work every weekend, too. So basically just revealing the names of the people on the enemy team. That's all I mean by nameplates. So just showing who, like, have the name. Just like you have with your allies, you see their names, you can look them up on Professor. Just reveal the names of the enemy so that you can look them up too. And I think that would fix so many problems. Like I said, it would be, at first it would be worse for one tricks because obviously you're likely to get banned, but I think ultimately it's better for the system, and the one-trick people can diversify and play more champs. Because right now, you're basically, like, if you really want to climb, and people don't think of it this way, but you're pretty much enslaved to being a one-trick if you want to climb. Like, the best way to climb right now is to play a very narrow champion pool. And if you want to climb, you pretty much have to do that, unless you are a very, very small minority of people that can play a ton of different stuff. Basically, if you're smurfing, sure, you can play weird stuff or different things, but if you're really trying to climb, you have to narrow your champion pool to 1 to 3. And so that can actually be bad. It limits your freedom. If you want to try out different champs, the fact that as you go higher and higher in elo, you're going to be playing against one-tricks more and more often just means you can't try out new stuff unless you just want to lose, pretty much. Because everybody's going to be a one-trick because they never get banned out, hardly. So, people don't see it that way. They see it as sort of encroaching on your freedom to one-trick, but the one-trick meta encroaches on your freedom to play other stuff. Because it's the best strategy to climb. So, that's why I'm saying, if people just marketed the idea better, I think that really would be what's best for the game on a lot of different fronts.
I'm gonna take all they got, then laugh as I throw it away.
I just don't think they're gonna do that. I mean, if they were willing to increase game times, then they should just put that to use in better matchmaking, right? They should just have less autofills instead of giving more bans. If they're already on the table with saying, hey, we want 3 more minutes before people get into the game, then I would rather them just spend that 3 minutes to make sure to, like, cut the amount of autofills in half. Or I mean, if they're willing to give 3 to 5 minutes, they might be willing to they might be able to get rid of autofills altogether if they have more time. Well, I think making people have extra accounts, not everybody's gonna... Most people just have one account. And most people don't dodge. I mean, dodging is really just a problem. Really, once you start getting into Platinum, people dodge sometimes. But the queue times aren't that long. It's really once you get into, like, Masters, where you've got, like, you know, a 10-minute queue time, plus you have to go through, like, 5 dodges before you get a game. I need to start trading with them a little bit. Vel'Koz is just so freaking annoying.
I trust my
But yeah, most people a lot of people just want to get into a game, like I said, and just play. Like, the vast majority of the player base is just silver, you know, casual players, and they just want to get into a game and, you know, play a couple of games before they go to work or something. And that's fine. But, you know, they don't want to spend 15 minutes to get into a game. That's the big concern. Even though, you know, again, there's definitely people in the population that wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind longer queues if they were higher quality, but
I've been kicked around,
you know,
since
I think
was
most
born.
people would.
It's all right. It's okay. I'm staying alive.
Really? Dark Harvest Ezreal?
By how little attention I was given.
Alright, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's... The Swain pick is not... Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't research him. Hopefully he's okay on it.
I live in the moment.
The new permacamp.
I feel like my allies aren't recognizing how
I hate jungle. Why can't I just 1v1?
serious. Rude.
It's like, bro, they have a mode for you. It's called ARAM. I mean, it's annoying what this dude's doing, but... Oh shit, I didn't even notice the horn. No, 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 no.
Rise is missing.
Got a flash, got a heal. I don't know if we got anything else.
Until they hear the song.
Yeah, most people are not going to be willing to wait, though, I feel like. But... Like I said, I just really don't think, even if there aren't overlapping bans, I just don't think you're going to get a ton of value out of it. Unless you know who the players are and you can do targeted bans. You can ban, like, maybe more generically powerful champions, but most champions don't even have, like, the stuff that people ban usually doesn't even have that high of a win rate. It's just stuff they don't like
Ladies
playing
and gentlemen,
against.
I am here to entertain myself. But you too.
First,
Because they probably have a lot of data. The bans probably don't determine outcomes of games that much at the vast majority of ELOs. It'd be interesting if they had data on that. But...
They think they can catch me.
I mean, Swain's been done before. Sorry, I can't keep up with the whole conversation while I'm trying to play here, but Swain APC used to be a thing. Like, it's not horrible.
I'm G to the D. Golden diamonds, boy.
It's, I don't think it's great right now. I don't think it's, like, high up the meta priority chain, but usually it's good when ADCs aren't that good. It's just, like, sort of a tankier option. Like, it can be pretty good against assassins, I guess. Or if you have, like, all AD or something, but...
Don't leave nothing. Bring it all.
But I think ADCs are, there are several that are strong enough to where you don't have to play something weird like that. And they don't really have assassins, so I could see against, if the enemy team has like Zed Kha'Zix or something, I could see it, because you can get Hourglass early and still get a lot of value out of that. Yeah, it's just pretty much just like what I said earlier. People just playing whatever they want to play. Like, they really don't think or care much about team comps or strategy. I mean, I just lock Rakan every time right now, but a big part of that is he's pretty much good with any team comp or strategy, just about. Okay.
all
Yeah.
filthy and
Well, let's
dangerous.
push this up,
And that's why
and then
I
I'm
love
gonna. God, seriously, Swain.
They're gonna try and test me.
Holy shit, this guy's so bad at CSing. Okay. Nice. Alright, well. Hopefully carry him this time. I think Swain's support's a little underrated. He's still not my favorite, but, you know, that grab is really nice.
I do not wish to kill the mortals. I want them to hear the music. I look around these forests and I see freedom. I hear the music.
Damn, I didn't get the assist on that. That makes me sad.
Sag.
My wife hates that word. I'm like, oh, I'm sad. She's like, don't say that word. It sounds gross.
The kids are saying.
That's what the kids are all about.
Gotta get myself hyped. Okay. 1, 2.
Kids and their damn lingo.
Woo! All right.
Alright, Ezreal's losing like 8 CS at the tower. We're still down 25. No problem.
Humans think that to believe in something you have to be serious about. That's their problem.
Rise is missing.
Long ago, our kind danced upon the mountains like waves.
TP'd
Now
mid.
only the
Okay.
embers remain.
Has been slain. An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
No problem. What? Oh my god, the Nunu almost killed me. How does she like the word moist? She's probably not a fan. I don't know. There was a girl that I worked with that really hated that word.
If Zaya says someone has to die, they die. They deserved it.
I'm dead
An ally has been slain.
Oh my god. Dude, does he rush Spirit Massage? How did he heal that much?
I need my love to hurt. I need the world to be
Nunu
scary.
just healed for like half his
I
health.
don't apologize for it. I feel good. Rakan, doing his job. The only way to understand magic is to move with it. Dance and dance. They want us in cages. We refuse.
Hey, sorry, I think it's John, right? Sorry if I'm messing up the name.
People see me.
Our
They
Greek
will
friend
see
there. But
my
yeah, I didn't have
dance.
Ignite for the fight versus Ezreal. It just came up. I think that's what you said, but you may have realized that. I need to buy, but
If it don't get out of control,
This is
it
working.
ain't a party.
I don't think I did. I mean, I could go back and look, but I used Ignite in the last fight to kill Vel'Koz, I think, and the fight before where I slapped Ezreal to death, I'm pretty sure it came up like 1 second after. Pretty sure it came up 1 second after they already died. This is warded though, but
Count it down. 1,
let's
2,
just push this in.
Oh no, might be dead here.
I don't do safe.
I know it's warded, but I think we can still do this. Yeah, he's top.
He doesn't have flash.
They're scared of darkness. They're scared of magic. They are scared of where I'm from.
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
The sneak attack.
I'm gone.
I had it up. Okay. Maybe I just missed it. My bad if I didn't miss it. I thought it just came up. I thought I looked at it before the fight started, but
Is my cloak right? Yes, it is.
I probably should have used it then if I had it. I mean, I got the kill, but it was pretty close. It's close enough where I should have used it. Hey, thanks, John. I wish I could actually read Greek. So many awesome Greek texts historically. But unfortunately, I'm just
Die looking this good.
barbaric American. Can't really speak or read anything but English. Very, very little Spanish. Even less French.
I am only as wild as me. I have got to stop talking to myself. Where are you?
Okay, come on, come on. Damn, did my W did I get snared while I was trying to W or something?
Universe
Huh.
love?
I feel like it didn't go off.
Ally has been slain.
Ow. What? He was just fighting us.
I think they underestimate my charm. How is that even possible?
Oh, I guess he blast planted over the wall. And Swain was, I don't know, doing whatever Swain was doing.
Yeah. Maybe I get him.
Man, have you seen that far?
Oh, he's gone. Probably has it warded. In the jungle. Hmm.
Time to get it started.
Okay. Maybe I didn't do as much damage as I thought. I thought my ultimate canceled his ult, but
What humans call magic, we call life.
maybe just Ryze's shield
right, moves right.
Okay, I think they're gonna get
Time
him.
to show it.
An enemy has been slain.
No, 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 no. They're coming on you, Swain. They're going on you, Swain.
He's dead.
Can we get? Can't get Baron or anything.
Name one genius that ain't crazy.
Enemy killing
Dude,
spree.
how are people just so terrible at macro? Like, they're literally walking on wards down there. It's gonna break bottom.
Woo! I am so interested.
You want to come down
Okay,
here and
okay.
cover this?
Yep. Nunu's down here too.
Yeah, it's fine. We can defend a tower, I think. Maybe not.
Has been destroyed.
Our kind will see.
Hecarim's just staying top, I guess.
Enemy has been slain.
Alright, well. I guess if they get a kill in a tower, maybe that's worth one dragon.
Destroyed a turret.
Would have been third drag, though. I still would rather have third drag and then set up for us to trade Baron for fourth drag. So I feel like moving the chess pieces into place over the next 10 minutes, I would rather have third drag than what they did. Although what they did, like, right now gives us a little bit more of an edge. I would have rather invested it differently. Because they got...
Oh, can we get him?
Yeah.
Fun. I need some fun. Now.
Huge.
I guess that does free up Horn,
Turn this place down.
maybe. Vel'Koz has so much wave clear.
So I can
Can
burn it.
we... Can we Baron?
Get it back.
Hecarim's bottom.
I totally forgot why I'm here.
It's gonna be a little harder because we don't have a traditional ADC. Like Azir can shred Baron,
Us
but
away and cover it with refuse.
oh, Ryze doesn't get that shield anymore. Okay. No, Hecarim, don't dive 2 towers. Okay, I guess he's just gonna go kill Yorick again. I mean, suppressing Yorick is not the worst thing in the world. He's pretty worthless if he's behind.
Oh shit, Rise.
He just didn't feel like using his stopwatch, I guess.
I'm getting impatient.
Can we kill Rise?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what I'm gonna do.
Has been slain.
They've never seen moves like mine.
It's just Rise that we have to worry about.
Pretty much.
He's the only one doing damage.
Humans talk about their trees.
This might actually be a game where Abyssal would be okay. For whoever mentioned Abyssal earlier. Sorry if I'm blanking on the name.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
They ain't ready for what I'm
too dangerous on the positioning there.
I got freedom. I got a lady.
York, we might be able to get York.
Yeah.
Turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to control this area, but they could go Baron if too many people go bottom.
That's true.
We lost all of our time to go do that, just A-ramming, wasting 10 seconds.
Danger is as fun as you let it be.
Killing spree.
I gotta go over there. Low. Heckram's there. Need to go for. Probably kill them all though. What the Heckram champion that they should be nerfing.
Ace.
Yeah, he is getting nerfed hard
They ain't
next
so
patch.
like mine. I am definitely more confident.
Third dragon's pretty nice. I mean, we can probably get this tier 2.
I dance because I'm free.
Let's get that. Well, we could probably do.
Ekron's kind of low on mana. But I think we can probably... I think we have enough map pressure if we just do it really quickly. We gotta do it though, everyone's gotta quit effing around.
Turn in, turn on, drop out.
Swain?
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Mid. Heckram just wasted so much time proxying and screwing around with Yorick instead of just taking the tier 2. He could have been there 10 seconds faster. People just don't think about all these little timing things. Like every little move they
I
make
should probably be running.
costs time.
This game feels so much closer than what it is.
Yeah, it does. I just noticed the scoreboards. Yeah, it feels like it's about 50-50 right now.
Right, it does.
The humans call
It's
it
because
battle.
we're wasting a lot of our advantages. Because they have a similar amount of towers. They got Baron.
They will remember my name.
Next item. Maybe just Redemption. They have several tanky type of champs. I need to work bottom.
This looks like
You gotta wait on
another
Ornn,
dangerous
though.
situation. Thankfully, I can improvise.
Go kill Ezreal.
Yeah. They're probably coming over here. Okay. Rise right here.
Why is it taking
Okay.
so long to get back?
We don't have Swain though. Swain's just AFK
Get
middle.
the shield off him. Here we go.
Enemy double kill. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
It claims you. I shall perform your rites. The damned resist their fate.
1-6 Yorick. 0-6 Yorick, taking him down. There's no one like we're so far behind in farm. Also, well, I guess Heckram's up, but
It It's a revolution.
Your turret has been destroyed.
So much of that was Swain. It's just late. He's like 10 seconds late. That's the theme of this game is it was looking okay, and then we were late. Because we were screwing around doing the wrong stuff.
I'm so fine, I gotta kiss myself.
It's like if there was ever a game where you could show tempo matters, this is it. Because, you know, it looks like we're up so much in terms of kills, right? And it looks like we're winning many of the fights, but we're down an inhibitor. They have a Baron. They had a Baron. And so much of that's just being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I don't need anything.
We are a lot AP. I mean, Hecarim is AD also, but they aren't stacking. I mean, I guess Ryze, like, does have some AD. I mean, the Swain is gonna screw us up.
Our people are bleeding. My lady.
But I still think we have a better 5v5 probably than they do. Especially if we just delete Ezreal. We've been able to get him quite often.
Zaya, hey! Damn, where is she? I hate it when she moves.
They'll probably come check it right here.
Shut down.
I got tower.
Oh my god, am I gonna burn out after that shit? No. Okay.
Ain't nothing I say should be taken serious. That's why it's the truth.
Killing spree.
Here we go.
Holy shit, dude. He's impossible to kill.
Shut down.
Oh. I have a plan. Okay, Rakan. Get him watching. Burn him.
Nice.
Oh, the leak of chase.
Yeah, we gotta go get that, I think.
everything he knows. The weapons I forged to
Wait, what did I just... I'm not sure what is that. Okay. Second Baron. Yorick just soloed that shit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did.
I would do Shrelia's probably on Janna and Nami. I do Shrelia's on probably everybody right now. They're buffing Moonstone next patch, but Shrelia's is just too strong. We did get Soul though, which is good. It's just we just need more damage.
So fine, I kill.
The Swain Eternal Winter thing is I think he should have gone Leandre's. We need Hecarim. They just went off of that, I think.
Aced. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Rough stuff.
Second item, staff or ardent. It depends on the situation. I mean, on paper, Swain did, like, it doesn't look like they did a ton more damage than we did, but it was just really hard to kill him at the end of the game. But I mean, so much of it was just, our macro was just garbage. Had this, well, I've been explaining. Lucas says, how did this happen? You had more kills. I've been explaining it for like 20 minutes. We had bad macro. And Hecarim, you know, he's thinking, oh, everyone else is bad. It's like, well, if you hadn't been over there, like, I think we lost Baron because everybody ran bottom. 3 people ran bottom to get Yorick. Even though they were on vision, we knew they were all middle, and I pinged Baron several times. They're like, no, let's go send 3 people after Yorick. Yeah, we got a quadra kill after that, but we didn't really do anything with it. I mean, Baron's worth 5 kills worth of gold. And you know what? When you get kills, then you accumulate a bounty, and they get some of that gold back eventually, usually. With Baron, you don't get a bounty. It's just straight up gold that they never get back. And then I can't remember if we were able to get that dragon or not. There was one dragon that we lost that we should have had because of bad macro.
Damn.
You remember earlier in the game, too, where they went top and Nunu played bottom and they got that dragon, even though we were really far ahead.
That Rise is on a 10-game win streak.
Do what?
That Rise is on a 10-game win streak.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, sort of, but I mean, the Swain did about as much damage as the Ezreal did, at least on paper. Like, the damage numbers were about the same for both teams. I mean, they didn't have a great tank-breaking team either, and we had tanks also. A lot of that was just the Rise was, at the end, was cranking. God damn, fuck this bug. What? Hold on, let me get this bug here. Like, why are we even paying this pest control service? I don't understand. I mean, we could look at the gold graph. It was probably very similar. Like, we had a lot of kills, but yeah, I mean, that's a textbook game. About why macro matters more than kills or micro. So much, like, the fights that we lost were also, because people just weren't there. Like, the Swain, that fight bottom, Swain was just, like, AFK farming mid, and then he shows up to bottom, like, 5 seconds too late. There were so many fights like that where we just wasted like 5 or 10 seconds and it was a big deal. Previous game was very similar. where we could have had a Baron, but we just A-rammed middle instead. Alright, I'll be back in just a second. Let me toss this bug. Alright. Oh my god, they're going for the cheese. Going for the old Vagar. Jarvan. Yeah, I mean the Swain certainly didn't help though with that comp, even though he did put up a similar amount of numbers. He really doesn't play Jarvan. Alright, we're gonna have to go Mercs this game, yeah. I was about to say, what? Victor Jungle? That's not the case.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Gotta get myself hyped. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Woo! All right.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So yeah, just Shirley's as usual. After that, you could do a Mikhail's. The problem with Mikhail's is a lot of people just won't walk into the wall, and I can't use Mikhail's on myself.
I hear the music.
Could go Banshees.
I'm gonna go Banshees too.
Yeah, Banshees may not be bad. They do have triple AP. It's not that expensive. It's only 2,500, I think, these days. I think it's still 2,500, so maybe I'll just go Banshee second. That'll let me run through Vhagar Cage.
Plus Victor's stuff too, so it'd be really good.
Yeah, Echo's AP, Vhagar's AP, Victor's AP. Decent chunk of Volibear is AP.
Hey! Damn, where is she? I hate it when she leaves.
See, I usually want to get stuff that benefits the team, but they're so heavily AP, and just the nature of Vhagar's CC.
I dance so fine, I feel.
You can cleanse this slow probably to run out of it, maybe.
It's magic,
I don't know.
wild. I'm just
Victor,
here.
I'm not like that worried about. I mean, as far as like his CC, it works well if you're already like stunned by Echo or Vhagar, but
Pay attention. Woo! I'm gonna live forever. I will make them dance. I will make them hear.
You shall transcend.
I got you. I'm so fine, I gotta kiss myself.
there's Echo.
Humans think that to believe in something, you have to be serious about it. That's their problem.
Alright, if I can get the Vhagar one more knock up, I think we can ignite him and force heal.
First blood.
The world isn't about collecting stuff.
An enemy has been slain.
Humans made promises. More than
Come on, step up a little bit. Oh, see,
Double kills.
There you go. I'll say, don't fight that.
I mean, they do have a lot of minions now stacked up. But if we can zone them off of that, like if we can just do damage and zone them off, we can zone them off of multiple waves.
crap. I totally forgot my own. Look right. Move right.
Shit, I messed that up.
Time to show it.
I didn't think he was gonna auto that.
Oh crap. I hate having a plan.
Smile.
I am so into
Everyone
this.
is watching.
What is it?
Feels like we should have the most pressure like in all of these games, but we're always down CS. This is about even, but it shouldn't really be even. I've taken 2 really good trades on this Vhagar.
I miss Zaya.
Really? Oh, he E'd forward though, so he's dead. Oh my god. Who got the kill? Vhagar did. Really? I didn't think I was gonna get blown up that hard. Alright. Maybe if I had a potion ticking at the start of that fight. No, I just bought the potion. Okay. Well, that's true. Yeah,
Magic.
Vagar's cage is there, and then Victor's thing is there. That shouldn't have. Like, I should be able to get out of the cage though. Hopefully.
Every road leads someplace. They want us in cages. We refuse. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. True story.
An ally
All
has been
filthy
slain.
and dangerous. And that's why I love it.
Flash. My God. I think Jin missed everything.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
I want to
Vagar went Guardian and like 0 damage Vagar, or Jen would have died right there.
earn this place down. Then come to build back up, so I can burn it again.
Dragon say kill him.
Has been slain.
Shit.
Slain.
God damn, that's so. It's so obnoxious. He's sitting there like half health, won't give me a jump.
Breathe in the atmosphere.
Danger is as fun as you let it be.
Alright, thanks so much, Dagon.
Game review.
Bleeding. My lady's gonna heal me.
Oh, it's because no one's near. I was like, why did I not get a charge on my spell thieves? That's because I'm isolated.
There's wildness in the bees and the flowers. It's just a fury humans don't see.
Okay, Jen pretty much has his ult back.
Vision. We will not wait away.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I dance because I'm free.
Sort of. A lot of top-end Rakans are going Relic Shield more,
Zaya says
or
someone
going Spell Thieves more. A huge reason is just the mana matters so much. Early on, like, you're basically giving yourself a free Fairy Charm included in your gold item, so yeah, it is a little bit faster, but it's just so much harder to trade if you don't have that mana regen. And even once you complete it, the 100% mana regen later on in the game is just so much better than Relic Shield. Like, dinky little health regen. So, that's why I've gone back to this. It's not that much slower in a lot of cases, and it just allows you to actually trade in lane. Because you have the mana regen to do it. Otherwise, it's just too expensive to trade. Because in order to trade, like, really, you need to use all of your spells, right? You need to W, Q, auto, and then E back out. So, it takes a lot of mana to do that. You can't really trade with one ability. I mean, you can, like, try to hit them with some Qs, but you really need a W. And then if you're Wing, that means you need to E. Vagar roamed all the way up there.
Magic isn't supposed to be safe.
God, I don't know what's going on.
The universe love?
Please, dude. Oh my god. Fuck. It's so bad.
I'm just trying to live the moment.
He didn't even, like, if he would have just run towards me as a bait, I could have shielded in and killed him. We could have turned it around. But he did, like, literally everything wrong. Got hit by every skill shot. Overstayed when I pinged I was going to ward. And then doesn't even run towards the help.
Turret plating will soon fall.
It's, like, unbelievably bad. I don't have ult. Jarvan just has no clue what's going on.
Supposed to hurt. Ecstasy needs a little fear.
Oh, you were right not to go into that. It's terrible. I have no position, no vision. I have no ult. But yeah, so I changed my mind on that. I mean, I did think that Relic was better, but after seeing a lot of the higher elo people doing it, and then switching back over to Spell Thieves, and they've done Relic too in the past. I think just in the current meta, where you want to trade more early.
I don't need to understand
An
the
enemy
plan.
has been slain.
Trust
He's gonna die, isn't he? Okay, well. Didn't get that, which is good. I don't think J4 is that good. Usually if you haven't seen something in a while, it's probably because it's not good. Sometimes there's, you know, a gem in the rough, but no, he's not that great right now.
I don't want a war, but I want to be free.
It's just like he's a little, his just numbers just aren't quite right? He's a little squishy, damage is a little low, doesn't have percentage damage or true damage. Nice. He does have some good buffs for his team. I mean, maybe after they nerf Hecarim a lot next patch, maybe he can come back in. Maybe Jarvan can come back in, that is.
How is that even possible?
I feel like, yeah, someone's coming. Ezreal went Trinity, really. Yeah, the jungler's... Well, jungler's dead. I don't know what the hell they're doing, maybe. Saving, please. Saving. Just gonna be too fucking late. Well, we got red. Red secure. Maybe he'll double kill him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to entertain myself. But you too!
He's right there.
They're scared of darkness. They're scared of magic. They are scared of where I
If he would have just come down, like, double killed and then gotten red. Like, I had a control ward in the bush. They were pushed up. I had ultimate. Like, yeah, it's Jin's fault for getting blown up, but Jarvan also should have been there faster. I mean, I get, like, you need to farm, but I think this is going to be bad for us. Yeah, we don't think we want this. We do have a tower left, but I don't have ult for a second.
Your turret has been destroyed.
What about the Flag Max AP Jarvan support? It was never that great. It was a meme build. Oh shit, I forgot I was gonna get Mercs this game. I can still get Banshees though. Maybe Mercs is overkill. Maybe I can get away with this if I go Banshees.
will walk in. I will
Probably should have gone Mercs, but it's hard to go wrong with Ionians because you have such a strong ultimate. It's not that, it was just a meme build basically. I think there was like someone tried it out a couple of games like in Korean Pro, but it was never really that great. I know those kind of like fun builds are cool and everything, but they're mostly just for content.
I am definitely more confident in danger.
Okay.
The Vigar locket.
They think they can catch me.
Oh, now I don't have ult. Holy shit, that hurts. I think we're all just gonna die, yeah.
Enemy killing. Your ally has been slain.
Really? He still has his fucking run? Oh, oh, oh! And Stride Breaker? Oh,
Enemy
God.
double kill. Please.
We got dragon.
Well, we got Dragon, true. Just another low damage team comp. F-list jungler. I mean, it doesn't look that bad on paper. He's like 5-5, but
Destroyed.
Humans claim it is theirs. They fence us away.
yeah, I mean with the flag, like you can poke, but the thing, he just doesn't have AP ratios on anything else, so it's like it's really just a lane dominant, you know, poke build, pretty much. It has some utility later, but I just think if you want to play something like, just play Zyra. If you just want to play something that consistently can poke and like hard dominate your lane, I would just play Zyra. Or if you want something that consistently scales and pokes and like has some tankiness for later in the game, I just play Maokai.
Is my cloak right? Yes, it is. I was worried there for a second.
I just feel like he doesn't do enough unique things to justify like picking him. Like, he does have the armor shred on his Q. It's just, he's just a melee champ that's like really squishy, and that poke is just not gonna matter late game. And it's like, yeah, you know, the flag can distribute like ardent sensor buffs and things like that. Textbook why you don't play Jarvan. Maybe his cooldowns are just too long also. I don't know.
You weren't a little frightened, you ain't alive.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
So I mean, it's a unique idea. He's just not tanky enough without getting tanky items, and if he gets tanky items, he's not going to do enough damage. And even with tanky items, he's just not...
Never seen moves like
I just don't think he has enough juice. Like, the numbers just aren't there. Like, in theory, the stuff that he does is cool. Like the armor shred, being able to dunk people with something that's difficult to cleanse. You know, being able to create terrain for different interactions, like with Ornn or Vayne to pin them into the wall. Like, there are a lot of cool, like, aspects about his kit. He's a very unique champion. It's just the numbers just aren't there. The same reason that I was talking about him earlier, not, like, being a great jungler right now. I'm never gonna get to Banshee's Veil.
Is unstoppable.
Game's just gonna be blown out. J5. I don't think they need to rework him. Like I said, I think he has a unique enough kit. They just need to buff his stats. But the problem is if they do that, because he was dominant for like 2 years. He was like the go-to jungle pick until they made him really squishy with his W. I was complaining about Jarvan for years. Being too strong.
Look good.
But maybe they could.
Let's kick some ass.
I would like to see them nerf his damage a little bit. Like, his scaling with the AD. And in exchange, give him more, like, tankiness. They kind of did the opposite. I'm pretty sure they gave him a little bit more damage, or like AD scaling, and in exchange nerfed his tankiness, which I think is less strong.
Without wild magic, we have no children.
It's the one-shot
we have
Jarvan.
No future.
Is there are just so many other bruisers that deal damage and are tanky for no reason, like Hecarim.
For humans, magic is like fire. For us, it is water and air.
A summoner has disconnected.
Can't even kill Volibear fast enough. A poor man's Lee Sin. I mean, they're a little different. they're similar, where they're both kind of these bruisery, engage type of champs that just aren't really that tanky. Like, they have to choose either tank or damage. They're balanced, right? But there are so many champions like Hecarim where they don't choose. They do a lot of damage, and they're really tanky. Thinking, I don't know, maybe. Did you want to do one more, or is that going to be it?
That's probably good. Well,
I probably should do at least one coaching session.
that's fine. You can go do that. I'll just get off.
I mean, if you really want to play another one, we can, though. I don't care. Either way.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a rough night in the office. We have been having pretty. I think the last few times we played, have been winning a lot. I've been on personally like a 9-game win streak with on the Smurf account, but we'll get it back. It was tough. We just I don't think we had a single teammate that was like on point. There were like some moments, but it was just kind of rough. But we'll get it next time, man. All right, good effort.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll see you.
See you.
We just that game we just got blown out. Just like every lane just kind of got crushed. Previous games I think were definitely winnable. We just lost on macro, just like poor macro decisions. But yeah, I thought we had good trades bottom. I mean, I traded on the Veigar like twice and got him pretty low. It's just Jen we just really were not taking care of stuff. Are you wanting to do a coaching session, Dylan, or were you wanting to wait until like tomorrow? What is today? Friday just finished. It's early Saturday morning. What you think? I'm not sure if anyone was wanting to do on WoW like a dungeon or something. Let me check just while we get a response from Dylan here if he wants to do a coaching session. Let me see. Okay. You want to do several in a row. Maybe I can get on a little bit earlier tomorrow and see if you get on before Jason or something, and then we can do several in a row. Yeah, because it's already almost like 3. I think we'd only have time for maybe 1 or so. So, yeah, we could do several in a row. I mean, we have until like Wednesday before the patch. That's when they would expire, so we could get on, and then, yeah, maybe we can do, like, 3 or something tomorrow, and then 3 the next day. That could be good. Okay, well, thank y'all very much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate it. I will do probably a video about my thoughts on the player behavior. I've talked about it a lot on stream, but I know not everybody watches every second of the streams. So I'll do something on player behavior, and then let me see. Are you wanting to do the Akali one? Not super serious. It's up to you. I mean, we can do that one if you want. Just let me know. Let me know what you're thinking real quick, and I can tell the boys, tell the lads on on WoW here to go ahead and start forming up a group if they want to. Yeah, just let me know if you want to do that one another time, if you want to save that, or if you want to do that right now. I really don't care either way. I don't know if they are... Oh, a lot of people aren't even on. Well, we just need Ivern on, but... Oh. Okay. I was just going to minimize it, but that works. Okay, well, we'll do the one coaching session. Sorry for the fake out. We probably just lost a lot of the viewers thinking it was over, but it doesn't matter. Numbers are so low these days, it doesn't matter. Oh, it said I was disconnected, but totally it wasn't. Okay, Shara said he might log. We'll see. We need a tank though. Beowulf just hasn't been on. Like, I don't know. I don't think we've run a dungeon with Beowulf in like a week or something. It feels like. Maybe he's just really busy with school or something. So we've been using Ivern, but Ivern also wasn't on right there. All right, let me make sure I have enough space here. I might have to delete some random videos. Yeah, let me, hold on, let me just delete. Some old patch notes videos. Okay. All right. Let me download that one that you just sent me. Druid's level 3, hell yeah. Okay. Record this. Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, doing a coaching session with Dylan. Familiar name, if you've been watching a lot of these. Dylan commissioned a bunch of coaching sessions to help him out. So we're going to be watching an Akali game here. I believe this is Silver Akali. So as always, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out a ton on the channel. If you'd like a coaching session yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Or you can come by the stream. We stream every night starting around 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually go until about 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes 3. It's a very friendly, chill community. We'd love to have you. If you want to watch some more coaching sessions other people have commissioned, I've got a playlist of 250, over 250 at this point, coaching sessions. So check those out. Those are obviously free. So you can just kind of scroll through and see some of your favorites. And if you want to get that personalized content, you know, those individual insights into your gameplay, then it's just $25 for the coaching session if you're not a channel member and $20 if you are. And we do lots of guides, tier lists, and tons and tons of other stuff on the channel. So like, subscribe, come back, check it out. Follow me on Twitter too if you want, @thestratprof. If you want to make sure you get those notifications when new content comes out. YouTube, even if you press notifications, has been kind of squirrely about that lately. Okay. So as I always preface, if I'm coaching something that's not support, I am not a mid main, I am not an Akali main. So I'm not going to have a ton of information about very mechanical, technical, you know, optimizations that Dylan could make, that Dagon could make. But what I can do is talk about fight selection, macro, and just kind of bigger picture stuff, and just overall system stuff. Man, this guy, like, what is this dude lagging or what? I mean, that worked out. I don't know what was up with that dude. He just, like, walked straight up and just took a terrible trade. Hey, that's all right, Nero. That's cool, man. Hey, if you're thinking about Druid tanking, we might need... I don't remember if we have anyone that wanted to main tank Druid. I know that you said you really wanted a Paladin, but... Just saying. I'm pretty sure... Ivern's tanking for us right now, but I'm pretty sure he wants to heal. Sorry, I am streaming right now, talking with the chat. We also are doing some content for Classic World of Warcraft, and I do, like, Total War content as well, and I do have some single-player games also. Haven't been doing as many of those lately, but I'd like to get into those, get back into those at some point. Stuff like Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk and things like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of trading. Like, it works out there, but the problem was, like, the wave was pushing against you, so you lost XP on that, because it didn't crash their tower. It caught, like, just outside their tower. You could also be ganked right here, so I'd be careful. You did see him on a ward. Hopefully you can get out. Nice. So, I mean, you did get first blood, though, but... Losing experience, losing wave control. It's kind of a wash, but in most games I probably would not do it. I mean, there is an argument, and I know that there are high-end players that will do that. They'll take the trade early, because on a champion like Akali, you do really want gold to be able to carry, and you can, like, hard carry if you do something with that gold, right? If you're able to roam or use it to snowball. That's kind of the logic of the high-end crowd, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a defensive player, but I think a lot of times the problem is, especially at lower brackets, it worked out for you in that play, but you know, I'll see a lot in coaching sessions, and even in, like, some of my game, like Platinum games, even Diamond games, people go for something like that and miscalculate, and then they just end, basically, and then they just die. So that's why I generally advise, you know, a little more calculated aggression, but going for the carry. Yeah, I know. You just always want the gold. I mean, like I said, it definitely can work out. I think it's just a dangerous habit to get into. I mean, that guy, like, the way that he was misplaying so much early, I could definitely understand if you're thinking, if you're making a special call and saying, you know what, either this dude's lagging or he was boosted or something, because the way he walked up and traded, he didn't even trade. beat the hell out of him and he ran away. Like level 1 or level 2. So if you like smell blood in the water like that, I could definitely see that strengthening the argument to trade and snowball. Is the jungler there or not? Nice. Okay, that was good. Nice. Smoke's very good against Hecarim, obviously, because he can't. Now, if he has ult, and I don't know how that interaction works. I think if he fears you, doesn't it pull you out of the smoke if you're CC'd? I can't remember. But yeah, he obviously can't target you with his E. That's a point click. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. I'd have to see. Because sometimes CC, I don't know, because with like Kha'Zix, if you CC Kha'Zix, it doesn't pull him out of invisibility. It'll show like a ripple of where he is if you hit him with stuff, but like I know I've like knocked up Kha'Zix or charmed him with Rakan before and it doesn't reveal him. So maybe it doesn't. Nice. Yeah, you're just pretty much at the point where you just one-shot him. So what I would be doing now, yeah, exactly kind of what you're doing, is look for these roams. Just see. Now if they start running, oh, never mind, it's just, they were kind of low, I guess. Okay, nice ward. You could have also just gotten a plate and pushed in and denied him another wave. It may have been better just to push there, since you don't have ult. I don't know. Rakan does have ult. I would have probably pushed one more wave in and then looked for the roam. Okay, you had Hecarim waste a lot of time too, which is very nice. Yeah, you're right. If the fear makes you run out of the shroud or run into the middle. I personally like Akali's design a lot. The way they reworked her. I know she gets complained about constantly in higher elo. I think it's difficult to balance, but I think she's a very unique and, you know, really fun champ to play and fun champ to watch. And so, who was that? Oh, that was Jolty. Yeah, we haven't seen Jolty in a while, but he hates every certainly TE champion. Hope Jolty's doing okay. And it's just checking out other stuff. Maybe he'll come back to us at some point. I do miss some of our regulars, but occasionally we get checked in. Hopefully Salaguara come back. He said he might come back and do some classic WoW with us, but okay. Oh, is he in the thing? Okay, this looks weird. No, wait. Teemo's hitting him. I can't tell if someone goes to the realm or not. But I did like hanging out with Salaguara. Salaguara is my old school homie. He's always a fun personality on the channel. I don't think that was worth, because what, you had shutdown gold, right? Well, wait, how do you not have I guess you died earlier. I don't know. You do, like, there is an argument for carrying, but again, like, the way this wave is stacked, you're losing a lot on the wave, and they got a kill and an assist. That did reset Viego's gold value, so there's that, but he's going to get this nice stack. Well, he might miss this. I guess he's going to miss this. I think you ended up getting denied more CS and experience, but it is pushing back towards you now, so you might be able to zone him off. He's not even going to be thinking about that at this level, probably, though. He's probably just going to walk up and try to farm, and you just kill him. Oh, Viego got the shutdown earlier. Okay. I would have let that push. Well, no, I take that back. Go ahead and push, yeah, because you want to be ready to help your team out. If your team wasn't doing Dragon, you would want that to push where they had 3 more range. That's perfect, just to zone him right here so he can't walk up. And just zone him out. I think in this matchup, melee on melee, he has very little tools to help him farm. Okay, yeah, just rotate down. Oof. Okay, yeah, I think you clean this up, right? Oh, you're like a couple of seconds from your ult. Okay, now you've got it. Nice. The mega outplay. They should just make Akali's ult like a 60-second cooldown. What do you guys think? I do like what they did where the first jump has to go through somebody, so it makes it a little more difficult to escape. Okay, good roam. How big is he? He's not that big. You know, I may not roam unless you have ult, honestly. I just don't think you have enough kill pressure. Especially if you don't have ult or ignite, I just don't think you're going to kill him. So, like, in theory, I think that was maybe a good idea to look for that, but since you don't have your cooldowns, I maybe wouldn't do it. I thought Akali's ult was like 160 seconds at level 6, unless they lowered it. I mean, I know you get some cooldown reduction and stuff, but maybe they buffed it back. I know they gave her some fairly recent buffs. Yeah, I would not have gone back into that. You just don't have any help. I would have just gotten out. Okay. Alright, going Lich Bane next. I like that. Because, like, you got to look at, you know, you're completely dominating him, right? It's 9-4, and he's 2-6, but he's still up in CS. You know, and that... I know you're having a really good game, but this is something definitely to look at and to think about is like, why am I not ahead more CS, right? Because when you get a lead, you should be getting more CS. And I think some of that is because of these failed roams, right? You've had like 2 of these that just didn't convert. And that's why I think that, you know, sometimes you'll hear content creators say, oh, well, just roam all the time. Like, that's how you win is roam. And it's like, well, Roaming is a dangerous play because you're guaranteeing that you're going to lose resources, right? You're going to lose experience. Oh, nice. You got a wave here if you run. Okay, nice. Oh, did he ult you? Okay. I can't tell on the client. Alright, that was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, you got to calculate the roams because you're pretty much guaranteeing that you're going to lose resources, but you have an opportunity to maybe gain some more resources. So usually that's why you want to make sure the wave is in the tower and then you go roam, but only do it if you're very certain that you're going to convert the kill. So I mean, sometimes just walking out of lane. Now, I don't know if they're going to pay attention to that as much in, like, Silver, but sometimes just leaving lane and just hanging out in this bush or something for a little while, if they don't have good vision, bottom can make them nervous and can still apply pressure if you go out of vision. So bottom might have to back up and play safer. So, in other words, you may not even have to roam all the way down there in order to influence bottom. If you're afraid that you just can't convert the kill, but you still want to scare them, that's always an option that's on the table, is just play the vision game. I would have waited until his little shield was up, right? You got him, so hit him with the shuriken. I don't know how long that lasts. I think it lasts like 4 seconds or something, 3 seconds. But hit him with the shuriken, wait on his, like, his little shield thing that makes him invulnerable, and then reconnect with the E. Okay. But yeah, so just look for ways to optimize the CS, or just, you know, just pushing in, denying him a wave, and taking a plate. That's about the same as a kill. It might even be more. Because they're going to be losing 100-something gold if you deny the wave, if you push in the wave, and then if you get a tower, I think towers are, what, 320 a plate? I may have nerfed it down. Maybe I'm misremembering that off the top of my head, but it's a good chunk, so it's not quite worth as much as a kill, but it's guaranteed, right? It's not going to... you can't lose out on that, and you get experience. They've made it less profitable to roam also at top ends. I forgot exactly what they did. I think they made the cannons... They did something with the cannons. Like, cannons do a little bit more damage to towers or something. So if someone doesn't roam and they just, like, push you instead, it's just more profitable. I'd have to go back and look at patch notes, but they've definitely done a few things that try to make mid-roaming less profitable. People still do it, and it can work, but... It's, you know, they definitely put their finger on the scale of stay in lane. Yeah, 160 per plate, so, you know, you're looking at neighborhood of 300 gold just for pushing a wave and getting a plate. $250 to $300, and if you get the kill, it's about $300 bottom, so... You know, you're basically taking a risk. You're losing XP. You're not denying the enemy as much XP in order to have an opportunity to maybe convert a kill. Now, if you get 2 kills bottom plus dragon, or you know something like that, obviously the rewards can be much higher. But we're coaching Dylan from the chat. Dagon, the Akali. Huh. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's what I thought. So when those lights come on, that's how you can tell in the client, I guess, that he's ulting. Sadie. was kind of looking at the chat there and missed what all was going on. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that Pantheon. Nah. Yeah, that hourglass killed you. I think you could have just walked out right there. They weren't really paying that much attention to you. When you hourglass, that gave them time to catch up a little bit, to get everyone else low, and then just to dogpile on top of you. So I think it was a little bold to dash forward into that. Maybe. I mean, Pantheon did waste his point-click stun, so, you know, if you were paying attention, then you knew he didn't have that. But,
Executed.
yeah, I think the hourglass definitely trapped you right there. And it's trying to be aware of the Hecarim as well, I think would be, you know, just knowing that, like, hey, he's probably going to flank if we don't see where he is. Yeah, I feel like Hourglass is a trap. I talk about this all the time, but like the amount of times where Hourglass actually comes in handy versus the times that it like backfires and either doesn't help or actively makes the situation worse. Is her Superman complex. Yeah, when you're just really ahead and you just want to kill everything, I totally understand. It happens. Okay. Yeah, I think you could have just walked out though. I'd have to go back and look, but because there were other people that they were also trying to deal with, and Hecarim had already used his stuff, I think. Like, Hourglass, you know, it's good to, if you've already pretty much won the fight, just to stop, like, Ignite ticks or just some kind of fancy thing. Or if you have, like, pretty low cooldowns. I mean, it can be good on Akali, if used correctly. I'm just trying to think if was anything else you could use. I mean, maybe Hourglass is the play. I'm just thinking, like, why not just Death Cap, though? Or, I mean, you could go Void Staff. They don't have that much. Well, I mean, Hecarim's getting a decent chunk of magic resist. You do have 3 magic users on your team, so there's a pretty good chance, yeah. Mordekaiser's also getting auto magic resist, so they did nerf Void Staff recently, but I still think it's quite strong. And that also benefits your Lichbane and your Night Harvester, because the spell pin applies to those procs because they're also magic damage. So I think especially because you have 2 item like procs that are affected, and it also affects your Electrocute, makes your Electrocute do more damage. I mean, those things have AP ratios too, so I probably would have either done Void Staff or Death Cap. I don't remember what Akali's AP ratios are and her base damages. Usually you want to go Death Cap if you have higher ratios, and you want to go Spell Pin if you have higher base damage. And you have a lot of base damage because you have 2 item procs and the Electrocute proc that have pretty good base damages, so... Sorry, let me see what's going on over here. And I can't remember, like, they've changed her a bunch as far as the ratios and stuff go. I just feel like, in general, like, I'm not a fan of utility items. I would rather just get a bigger stick to hit them with most of the time in solo queue. Especially, like, silver. It's because you just may not find the opportunities to maximize those item actives or the other things, and it's just so YOLO queue anyways. Like, I think you can just snowball so much harder on them. Like, there's so many of these little skirmishes. The thing with Death Cap though is the timing on it is really rough unless you're just like uber fed. because it's very expensive. I think they lowered the cost a little bit. I think it's 3,600 now for death cap. But I would have probably gotten it third instead of hourglass. They do have a lot of AD. You know, they are quad AD, so you are getting a lot of value out of the armor there. But and sometimes if like you have to get arm guard, Seeker's arm guard in lane because it's just a hard matchup, right? If you're against you know, Zed middle or Talon middle or something like that. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice it has like the fire sort of burning looking thing going on the replay. I think, unless my graphics card's about to blow up. But yeah, it's got kind of that magma searing flame kind of look to it because you guys have soul, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever noticed that before. But yeah, so if you're priced into going arm guard, then getting hourglass can make a little more sense because you're already invested in the arm guard. But I think with how hard you were dominating him, I don't think you needed arm guard early, and in fact you didn't get arm guard early, so I probably, like I said, I would have just done a bigger item, death cap or void. Probably void, just because it comes online faster. And you have such high base damages. Free in your mind. Maybe the replay is messing up. I mean, oh yeah, it's not it's not fire dragon, it's supposed to be water dragon, right? So maybe it is just messing up. It does look cool though. Jay, were you wanting to do a dungeon later tonight? I don't remember. I talked to Sharas, and I think he said he might have to log, but I'm not 100%. I don't really care either way. If you have plans or whatever, I mean, it'd be cool. But I would rotate over here with them. I would stay with them. We talked about this in previous replays. If you don't have teleport, you just have to be hovering around your team. Because I don't know, we don't know where they are. Like, they could roll up on you and maybe kill you. The bigger risk also is they could go for your team and maybe win a 4v4. You got to get down there fast. I don't know the exact timer on Elder. It's pretty close to coming up soon. It could be like a distortion for Ocean. I don't know. Yeah, see, this happened in the last game. Your team actually won, but you were up here pushing a wave. They decided to fight. They did turn it around, but it was still a 4v4. And the thing is, you have, like, it can feel like you're personally really strong, and you are. But, you know, you have 19 kills on your team. So basically, when you're not at the fight, your team's minus 19 kills in gold, right? And so they're actually down because you're only up 12 kills. So in a 4v4 that doesn't involve you, you know, you're gonna be down kills on your team. So nice, congrats. Vanakin cranking it. So yeah, to just keep that dynamic in mind, right? Where it's like, if you're really strong, then your team is probably really weak if you're not there. So you want to make sure you're there for big stuff like Elder spawns. Because if they lost that 4v4, and then take Elder, you know, that's kind of step one of them getting back into the game. I mean, you saw earlier on the stream how we were up a ton of kills. We were up like 20 kills all game, but we just were losing everything macro. We were down towers, we were down barons, and all that stuff just because people were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So you don't want to get too complacent. You're doing an awesome job, you know, collecting these kills, but You know, when it gets to 35 minutes, all it takes is a couple of bad team fights and the enemy team can win, you know? So, you gotta stay sharp. Yeah. I think picking the Mord was probably okay, but I'd have to go back and watch the replay, but I think you tried to go clear top after that. And that kind of got you into trouble a little bit. You didn't pay the price for it this game, but... But sometimes picking somebody off is bad if they're on the wrong side of the map, right? So, like, if you go for Mord and then they immediately hard counter and just, like, turbo engage, like, Hecarim just goes in and blows up Teemo instantly, and then they then they just run down the rest of your team in a 4v3, that could be really bad, but... Yeah. I know. I'm just pointing it out. So you had a good game. Obviously, you dominated that game, but I'm just trying to find something that I could help you out with. And that was similar to what happened in a previous game where you were doing very well, I think, in that game. I don't remember if you were Akali or Yasuo, but where you tried to clear a couple of waves top, and then your team got into a fight, and then you lost soul or something. But anyways, that's just one thing there is like, sometimes it's not worth it to go chase a kill if you're going to lose tempo. So if they're going to be able to get control of that dragon area, especially if you don't take teleport, which I think taking Ignite's probably a good call just so you can snowball because you kind of need to as a Akali, but you know, just making sure you're on the right side of the map at the right time. I mean, conversely, especially because you have an Amumu, if you see Mordekaiser top, instead of chasing him down for a kill, you could just be with your team and you force a 5v4 on them and dominate them and then get the Elder and just let Mordekaiser do his thing. I mean, the wave was so far out, it was going to take him over a minute to push it into tower, and you would have already had your shot at Elder. So yeah, so just think about, you know, you could go chase down that person who's on the wrong side of the map and maybe kill them, or you could just exploit the fact that they're on the wrong side of the map, and if you see an opportunity, force a fight, or just force them off of the objective and just get the Elder, right? Even if you can't force a fight at Elder, if Elder's coming up in 30 seconds and Mord's top, you know, just get in there, force your way into the dragon area because you've got numbers, you've got 5v4, and then just make them either suicide into you, where you have the positional and vision advantage, or they just give you Elder. So either way, you win. So it's like, yeah, you do get a kill, and that is, you know, that's good, top lane by doing that, but it's a bigger win, and it's safer and just, you know, higher probability if you just stay with your team bottom and just capitalize on Mord's poor positioning. Because if, like I said earlier, if they pull you out of position, because it's basically, it's trading you for Mord. If you go up there, you're both not going to be there in theory for that fight if the enemy team forces it fast enough. So it is, it's more advantageous for them if they take advantage of that. Now, yes, in Silver, are they thinking about that? Are they going to make those calculations? Probably not, but they could. Or they could just luck their way into it. It's kind of like the same thing as if, you know, the fifth person on your bench is, you know, in basketball is tying up Michael Jordan or something like that, or LeBron James gets him into foul trouble and takes him out of the game. Or something of that nature, right? So it's the same thing. They're taking you out of the game. You're opting into that by going top to kill him, and they could just force the fight without you, and your team would be down 19 kills basically in gold if they did that. So, you know, you don't want to trade yourself for, you know, their bench player in that situation. So hopefully I try to explain stuff sometimes with basketball analogies. They're not perfect. But yeah, if you're the big gun, you need to be at the major fights, unless you are like threatening to take their base. Like if you're a Camille or something and you're just like pounding their towers, or like just a really hardcore split pusher, maybe, you know. But anyways, okay. Well, hopefully that helps you out. That was an awesome game. It was really you made some great plays. You know, the Mordekaiser, the great escape. You know, running around to the tower and then backflipping over the wall into the race and running away, and yeah, that was really cool. So I think you're definitely getting the hang of it. Classic basketball analogy from the prof. That's right. But yeah, I think those are definitely some things where if you weren't so far ahead and the rest of your team wasn't doing pretty well, then the enemy may have been able to punish. But nevertheless, very good job. Anyways, that's going to be it for this replay. Anyone else who wants to watch some more, I'll have a link in the description. Remember, we have over 250. You can flip through, see all your favorite ones. Most of them are supports, because that's what I specialize in. But hopefully I was able to give some useful advice here in terms of, like I said, fight selection, macro, and things like that. Even if I don't know all the mechanical ins and outs of Akali or any champion that I coach, I think I can always bring in hopefully some decent insights into fight selection, macro, and those types of things, because that's going to be true of, you know, almost any champion is going to have a very similar set of principles that should guide macro decisions and fight selection. But anyways, if you like a coaching session yourself, just email me, strategyprofessor@gmail.com, or stop by the stream, The Strategy Professor on YouTube. Like and subscribe. It really helps out a ton on the channel. Follow me on Twitter @TheStratProf if you want to make sure you get announcements on there as well for all the new content that I'm going to release. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day. All right. Hey, sometimes you need those leads. You need games like that to make up for the fact that, you know, some games are blowouts. That was an example of a game where you really couldn't lose. Even if you did make some mistakes, it was going to be very difficult to lose that game. Right? So some games it feels like you just can't win, no matter how well you're doing. Some games you just can't lose, even if you do make some mistakes on occasion. You just get so far ahead and your team is just playing really well and you just win. Okay. But anyways, all right. Well, that's going to be it. Thank you very much, Dylan. As always, I appreciate it. We'll come in and we'll see if we can do 2 or 3 of these tomorrow as well. And we'll definitely make sure we get them all done by Tuesday. But that's going to be it. Have a good day.